Welcome back to another spooky edition of Half a Clue. Maybe the second annual, maybe the third. We've lost track. But welcome to another Halloween edition of our programming. And welcome...
Decades of Horror edition.
Welcome to another movie that puts children at risk, recommended by Ron Mendez.
Oh, God.
I don't know, man. People give me shit, but my movies might be a little provocative. Your movies endanger children. Full disclosure, this is our second time recording for the day.
Yeah, and the first time you said that joke, you said it endangered society.
Yeah, your films endanger society. We recorded about an hour of content.
Yeah, we were almost done.
Well, the problem is we didn't record anything.
Yeah.
We didn't record for about an hour, so
We were speaking into the void.
hopefully we are still as good.
You
as,
can blame me for that. I screwed up this time. I thought I had hit the record button, but I guess it didn't.
We are recording now, though, right?
We're recording now.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we're recording.
In the comments, please confirm whether or not we're recording.
Yes, please. We need your input.
As you all know, because you're all very loyal listeners,
All of you.
the dice picked the movie, although I'm still spiritually a Ron pick because he put the name on the piece of paper.
I did.
And we are watching Shivers. Ron, explain your degeneracy to us all.
All right, let's get into it.
Give
All
us
right.
the history.
So, released in 1975, Shivers was the feature debut of Canada's soon-to-be king of body horror, a.k.a. the Baron of Blood, David... This film was... I'm just kidding. David Cronenberg. This film was about 170,000 Canadian dollars, which is equal to about 400 Monopoly monies. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually sure. I didn't do the conversion. I did it later. I don't know why I didn't do it the first time for Canadian dollars. That's my bad. Anyway, the wheels are falling off here. With partial funding from the Canadian Film Development Corporation, when it premiered, critics were shocked, audiences were divided, and headlines called it everything from perverse to dangerous. One critic went as far as to call it a porno with a plot infection. The controversy nearly ended Cronenberg's career before it began. He got kicked out of his apartment. His landlord was so disgusted by this movie, he reached back to some morality clause in the lease and chose to kick him out of his home.
To be fair, after seeing this movie, I wouldn't be comfortable being neighbors with him.
Yeah, right.
Me neither, to be honest.
Fair enough. But the film quietly became a financial success, earning $3.7 million in US dollars. See there, I did the conversion, but not earlier. And birthed one of the horror's most distinctive voices. So, let's take a look at Shivers and what it says about the era that it produced and why this disturbing film remains one of the most influential debuts in modern horror. All right, quick, let's do a breakdown of the plot. All right, let's break
So,
doing initial
do we
impressions.
know why it was called Shivers?
There's actually different versions of it. It was like initially going to be called the blood parasites of something, but it was going to be called something else completely different. And in the US, it was actually called They Came From Within. Shivers was just kind of like just like a different name.
I feel like I've
chose.
heard that title before.
Yeah, it's possible. Their poster, the American poster, is not nearly as cool as the Canadian one. It's a lady in the tub, but it's just like They Came From Within. It looks like a real movie horror schlock versus the more badass American version or the Canadian version. But
Implying this isn't B-movie horror schlock.
it is, but it's as good as it gets. See, look at that one, dude. Look it up online. I'm sure we'll have an image of it.
It's the much better poster.
Yeah.
We're
All
not
right.
going to do super quick initial impressions.
All right, super quick. Everyone go. Blake.
Honestly, I found this movie shocking.
Perverse.
Perverse. Look, people know this about me. I love grotesque, fucked up, obscene movies. This movie was shocking and not in a good way in certain points. I did not like the inclusion of children in this. I thought it was wrong.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Not very tasteful.
And I think if it didn't have those elements to it, I probably would have enjoyed this a lot more.
Yeah. Super quick. It's fucked up. man, it's just kind of a hard watch. I don't hate it. I
You
didn't
hate it, huh?
No, I don't hate it. I think it's a good movie, but I will never watch it again. It's just not for me.
I might watch it again specifically if I want to
Maybe I'll watch
traumatize
it with you, Miles.
If I want to
Let's invite our
traumatize someone,
parents.
yes. No,
Just
no,
the grandparents over here. That's all, yeah.
no. If I find somebody and I really want to traumatize them, then I will show them this film.
Yeah, our parents.
Right? Yeah, like that used to be the Neon Demon. Yeah, that was like the film that I would use. to
I would
traumatize
say
It's not
people.
even
Neon-
that shocking.
I would say Neon Demon is more shocking than this. I
Get
think
the fuck out of here. What's more shocking in the Neon Demon?
the corpse fucking part.
yeah.
The part where she's like having sex with a dead body. I don't know. That's
Because it looks like Elle Fanning.
Oh yeah. well, now I get it.
The difference. I think the difference is that's all, it's a movie scene. There wasn't an 11-year-old present. So
maybe I'm not.
I guess the
gonna justify
neon.
it
I
at
guess
all.
the neon. I guess the Neon Demon's kind of shocking.
It is
Yeah.
shocking. It is.
The corpse fucking.
Okay.
I sorry. I felt like I want to hear the Green Goblin say that. The corpse fucking Norman.
The corpse fucking.
Yeah.
All right. So my initial response was I was also very shocked and horrified at a lot of what was happening. I didn't know that much about this movie going into it. I just knew it was like Cronenberg's I knew it was an early Cronenberg. I didn't even know it was like his first one. And I knew that there was like something to do with like the weird little slug things because I saw like something about it. I was like, oh, okay. Knew very little. Went into this, and boy, did I hear it from Rozie too, who was like, "What the fuck?" All just as much as Blake blaming me for this pick. I was like, "I'm sorry," but whatever. It was a shocking movie, but I enjoyed it weirdly enough. I'm not gonna say it's not a comfort movie like Eastern Promises, but but it's definitely one that like I
Fun
see
for the whole
you.
family.
I see you, Cronenberg. I feel like this movie, like I'm like, all right, I see what you're trying to do, and I respect it. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's a good way of putting it. I
Yeah.
respect it, especially because of we'll get to it, but everything that came from this movie
Yeah.
is kind of like cool.
Yeah. Okay. So let's break down the plot. Or I'm sorry, do you want something to say?
Oh, I wanted to mention. I really like the intro of this movie. The the first 4 or 5 minutes. I think it did a really good job.
When he's
of
choking out Angus Young, like
Well, no, leading up to that,
Like the advertisement segment.
the advertisement segment. It really set up like, hey, this is the building that you're in. Yeah. I forget what other movie kind of set something up like that.
Well, it looks like a commercial for like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Also, their apartment.
So you
expected Shaq to
you
pop
liked the first 4 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Also,
That's like when my friend said Juno went downhill once she got pregnant.
There were other things I liked, but that was like where I felt the film was strongest.
I also
was
wanna,
right then.
I also want to point out their apartment complex looks just like the apartment complex from Peep Show.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Mark and Jeremy dealing with this situation, to be honest. But Jeremy, there's a virus. We can't go out.
oh come
What's
on,
the
Mark.
problem?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, you're so tame.
I feel like Mark would or like Jeremy would go with it
He
to
would
a
love
certain
it.
extent. Unless he gets infected right away, which he definitely would. But
yeah.
but then if he didn't somehow, I feel like there would be a certain point where he's like, all right, this is too much for me.
Mark would have to help him out of the situation.
I need your help, Mark.
And for some reason, it would all be Mark's fault in the public eyes.
He would probably still get infected and be the one to just walk away. He would be like, no, this is too much, even though he is infected.
He'd be driving away
Yeah.
and just being like, all right, let's go. It takes it to the UK. All right. So, quick plot breakdown. The film takes place in a sleek apartment complex called the Starliner Towers, where a medical experiment has gone horribly wrong. A scientist, Dr. Hobbs, develops a parasite intended to replace damaged organs, but instead, it turns its hosts into violent, hypersexual carriers.
Many such cases.
Oh, yeah. As the infection spreads throughout the building, the residents lose all inhibition and identity, consumed by primal urges. Caught in the middle is Dr. St. Luke, who tries to contain the outbreak as the tower descends into chaos. Yeah. So I think we can now just kind of tap into the basic themes of this. What themes are you guys getting from this movie?
Sex pervert.
Yeah.
Lots of sex stuff.
What makes you say that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the sex.
this happens in Star Trek: The Next Generation, season 1, episode 2.
So
They showed nipples in Star Trek?
Which one came first, though?
This.
This?
pretty
so,
sure, right?
So
Yeah,
what
Next
you're
Generation
saying
was
is
the
that
90s.
Star Trek was inspired by this.
You know, that
Clearly.
episode, though, was based off
A
scrapped-
TOS episode.
Yeah,
right?
a scrapped.
Was it scrapped? They never actually made that TOS episode.
Yeah, they never. Oh,
wanna-
maybe they did, actually.
I just want to point out that Data fucks in that episode, which is amazing.
Tashi Yar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes up all the time.
You never forget it. He had sex. Data had sex. Did you guys know?
Yeah, he fucks. He looks like he fucks.
Yeah.
He mentions that he's programmed to. It's an actual line.
What
of
does he
dialogue.
say?
I think like Tashi R says something like, "Are you?" She's got basically like the sex virus, like in this, and she's like, "Are you programmed for everything?" And Data's like, "I'm programmed for everything," or something.
Okay. Well, I guess really quick then, let me just mention the influences for this movie. I mean, there's no like exact one-to-one here, but there's stuff like The Invasion of the Body Snatchers came out in 1956. There's other like The Fly. There's like in later similar films that kind of came about like that like pulled a lot of influence from this. A little controversially speaking was like Alien, which Cronenberg later accused Dan O'Bannon, the screenwriter for Alien, of stealing his idea because again, there's a lot of sexual themes. There's like the alien slug thing that goes through their mouth and like it's in the chest or abdominal cavity. Movies like Slither, of course, is like a big one for this, and even The Thing, again, kind of really going on to the harping on the body horror.
Which the weird thing is, Slither was the movie that I thought that we were going to be watching.
Yeah, I mean Slither is a great one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do love Slither. That was
I
the
need
movie.
to watch that.
That's the movie that made me really like James Gunn. So I don't know. Again, what does that say about
It's another
me?
bloody poop slug.
Yeah, it is. It's gross.
Gotta love the bloody poop slugs.
Those are like my favorite horror monsters. It's Wolfmen and then bloody poop slugs.
They're kind of like a scarier version of the Boogans, kind of.
Right? It's like
Honestly, a little bit, yeah.
I feel like this movie very easily could have been like a Boogans movie.
Right?
You
Oh
know?
yeah, definitely.
Like it would have I think we mentioned it before, but it was like it is like a B slop kind of thing.
But it's just done a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it still feels a little bit like a B movie at times.
So I think the things that I like the most about this movie
Wasn't
are
the security guard look like Evan Peters?
yeah, exactly. It's like a lot of the themes. I think I feel like there's this movie takes place like it's a 1975. Cronenberg said he like worked on it for like about 4 years, so right on the tail end of like the 60s and like the hippie and the sexual revolution and everything. So I feel like there's a lot of it's really tapping on those like social anxieties of like a lot of, I think you can easily imagine that most of the people that lived in this apartment building were part of that hippie counterculture movement and
Yeah,
everything.
and now they're just like dressing up as normal people.
Oh, they're like, oh, we're
Normal
sophisticated
people.
now.
Right, it's sophisticated. Not hippies are normal. Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
No, they're counterculture, man. But now they've assimilated, and now they're coming to your city, and they're gonna infect you with their sexiness.
Well, and also the way that the apartments were designed, they were very futuristic.
Yeah.
You know, like it was that because there's multiple 70s aesthetics, right? Because you got like the aesthetic from that 70s show, right? Where it's like a lot of the mottled browns
Flannel.
and the greens and the
Yeah.
flannel and stuff like that. And the like flower patterns on couches. But this was the more like sci-fi, a little bit futuristic 70s where it's
Slick,
like
modern.
slick, modern, you know, very round, I
It
guess
felt-
you could say.
That's one of the things I like too. Was my second thing I was going to mention was like the visuals and like cinematic style. There's a lot of the production design really stood out to me because there's like a cold sterileness to it. A lot of whites, a lot of bright rooms that feel very like, you know, I feel like if it was done a little differently, it could have been like really tapping into like that liminal space thing a bit, where it's like these very clean, brand new apartments, but at the same time, there's like a shock of color, like a lot, like especially that kind of pale yellow, which you see in a lot of those like liminal space things, that blue and greens that are like actually pretty vibrant, and then there's like an absence of red except when it comes to the blood. And it really makes it pop that much more to me. Like, I don't know what film they used to shoot this, but it has that like graininess that like kind of makes it feel a little edgier. Reminds me of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like,
definitely.
It's like that. Ooh, like it feels a little like grungy, a little like ooh, it's a little extra dangerous, a little something that you shouldn't be watching. You know, I don't know.
I mean, also that and the fact that it's basically a porno.
Yeah.
It does look like a 70s porno. Like, it's got that vibe.
It definitely does. I mean, Cronenberg got in trouble, I guess. So after this movie came out, it caused such a controversy because it was funded by the Canadian Film Development Corporation. They were trying to build the the film community in Canada, which was very young at that age. It was in its infancy, and so they were trying to put money into to give the young filmmakers how to do something.
This is what he
Man.
comes back with.
Yeah, this was the first movie that actually made its money back and then some. And basically that just means it got a lot of eyeballs, a lot of controversy, understandable. And then suddenly it got like slapped with a lot of criticism. Like one guy in an article, he wrote like, this movie is horrible and you should know about it because you paid for it, and was like just went into it just tearing it apart, just saying this. Like other film critics later called this movie the worst movie they'd ever seen. And they're saying it was like public funded porn. Like there was a lot of outrage.
They weren't wrong though.
It's
I mean,
it's just a wild movie to premiere with trying to
for a
get,
government
to try to get the government to fund. That'd be like if like the U.S. government funded the Neon Demon. Right? People would just be like, "What the fuck have you created?"
I mean, it got to the point where the Canadian Parliament had to like step in because they were like, okay, this is enough outrage here. Hold on, I'm going to find the quote here. But basically, they tried to find the artistic value and effect upon society and whether or not they should continue funding films. Like, it was bad. Like, again, people were outraged.
So, in a different world, he could have single-handedly destroyed the Canadian film industry.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you
Sounds
can.
like he almost
then
did.
we never would have had Supernatural or Degrassi or all the other
man, I
great
can't-
TV shows.
They shoot a lot of shit. In
Yeah.
Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
Especially like cut rate TV shows.
Yeah.
A lot of movies too, though.
Canada has a pretty solid film industry too. Like Toronto is one of the like premier places to like shoot. I've never heard like any bad things about shooting up there or anything. They do have like pretty strong union rules though. Like I think it's like something like 75% of the people working on the set have to be from Canada, so they have strong incentives to keep the film industry there and to keep it growing, and good for them. Like
Yeah, I think that's cool.
yeah, I think it's always good to have healthy competition. It inspires into there's a word, the phase I can't think of right now, but competition inspires more innovation. There you go. So it's always good to have. So keep it up, Canucks. Yeah. Okay. Did I break down the plot already? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ran
Yeah.
through the
You
plot
want to
a
do it for
little
a
bit.
third time?
Yeah. It's like seriously. Okay. Well, how about the pacing and structure of this movie? Because it just jumps right in.
Well,
right?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
There's the introductory scene that explains the environment, and then like immediately, like someone's murdered. The parasite gets
Violently.
out.
In a very
Yeah.
creepy way too, where it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, oh, it's
I
very
felt
sleazy.
very uncomfortable with that. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, this is like if it had happened like maybe 45 minutes into the film, I would have been like, okay, this is like, it's deep enough into the film that it doesn't feel as creepy.
Oh, it's right
No,
away.
It just
Yeah,
jumps
it's
straight
just
into
right
it.
away,
Right
and it's
away,
like,
someone's been strangled. To
and
death.
you realize like that this is probably what the whole film's going to be, and then when it turns out to be like that, it's like,
Yeah.
oh god,
Yeah.
At least he's upfront about it.
yeah.
Let you know. It's I mean, even that scene where he's like choking her out. There's like a part where like the doctor's kind of like almost caves in on like doing it with her, 'cause she starts like seductively like touching his shoulder and stuff, and he's like, and then he just starts like violently choking her. So it just really adds to a lot of the confusion and questions you're asking, because then he strips her, cuts her open, pours a mysterious liquid on her, starts fizzing, and then he cuts his own neck. It's just like, it's like it leaves you just asking so many questions, like what the fuck just happened? You know?
The one thing about that scene though that kind of I don't know. It made me the most uncomfortable about the scene was how quiet they both were. Right?
Yeah.
Like it was very uncomfortable.
There's no
right?
screaming, no
no
yelling
screaming,
at
no
each
yelling.
other.
It was just like almost dead silent. And it's like, what is going on right now? Like, is this like a kink thing, or is this like actually like real? Like what's happening here? Like
the camera's also like really tight, and it's a lot of shaky cam shit, which we get a little bit of later, but not as intense as that opening.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was just, that was the most unsettling part about it. The whole thing was unsettling, don't get me wrong. But, another thing is during the scene where the two doctors are talking to each other, they're, conferring. And basically the one guy's like, oh yeah, we're, developing these parasites to put into bodies. I think that kind of ruined a little bit of the suspense of the, hey, what's going on here in the film.
Take away all the mystery,
right?
Yeah.
It takes away a lot of the mystery.
I mean, I think by that point you kind of get it.
No,
though.
it's really early on, so you don't get it because that happens basically.
That was before we saw anyone really get infected. We saw I think his name's Nick. We saw a hit. Yeah, asparagus.
Should explain. There's like a letterbox review. Someone said that the men in this movie look like asparagus.
But we had already seen him there was something going on with him.
We saw that there's something going on, but we don't know what it is yet. We hadn't seen
but then that scene
anything.
tells us what is going on.
But up until then, I was like, oh, is this a conspiracy? Is this like a place that's designed to attract people so that they can have experiments done on them, right? Is this like, a creepy thing like that? And is the creepy real estate guy in charge?
I love that.
Of that is he just like gathering up test subjects here, right? Like what's going on? And then it kind of immediately got shattered by that, and I was like, oh no, it's just this one crazy lunatic guy, right? And who made a parasite, and the parasite broke loose, and you could tell what was going on at that point, and I was kind of disappointed by that.
I'm kind of
That's a fair criticism, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I kind of didn't mind as much because it just I feel like this movie just lays it all out on the table for you. That opening scene really pulls you in, but then you kind of stick around for what the intrigue is still kind of built there, especially with the dude that has the thing squirming around in his guts, and you just you kind of get glimpses of it, and he starts coughing up blood, and they really build to that. And I think they eventually built to that scene where he's laying in bed and he's just talking to the parasite thing.
It's bulging out of his chest. We're gonna be friends.
Yeah, that is maybe the
fella.
most
Come on.
the most unsettling scene for me, where it's just he's laying there and he's like, come on. Yeah, come on. And it's it starts squirming. It's the best effects.
Yeah, that's my favorite effect in the the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's better than the bloody poop crawling. Which looks pretty good.
Hey,
looks pretty
the
good,
crawling
but
looks good. The design just sucks.
better
Design.
than the Boogans.
Yeah, it's interesting. Cronenberg says he wish he could have touched it up,
budget.
but he said he's not going to do it like George Lucas did, where he went back and touched it up. He was like, I'm not doing that. He was like, let it live in the time that it took place, or something like that.
That's the respectable thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, I think that speaking of that tub scene too, that's another standout scene where it's just
Probably inspired Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah, the claws in the bathtub and a few other things.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen multiple movies with that shot, that exact shot.
Yeah,
The legs open in the bathtub and something scary happening.
That's the only instance where the blood seemed a little weird. It was almost brownish.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Because it's part poop.
Maybe. Yeah. Which hole did that go up? No, but
Parasite.
but it's again a very just squirm-inducing movie where I'm just fuck. Just I found myself moving around in my chair a lot, having a solid reaction throughout the movie. That was never that comfortable. When you kind of relax for a second, it's oh god, something really gross will happen. There's a part where the dude throws up the parasite and it lands on the lady's umbrella.
That was kind of
hilarious,
funny.
dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bird.
There's just these two old ladies.
That's a classic. They say Cronenberg has a lot of dark comedy. which people can like miss easily. That's probably like as goofy as it gets, I think. Just like, oh, what's that? Oh, the poor birdie. Oh, poor thing. And the other lady's like, yeah, let's keep going. Like she's very funny. Yeah, okay. So it's the
Are there any other standout scenes that you guys have?
oh.
I mean, there's a
to
lot that
remember.
happens in this
I'm
movie.
trying to
Yeah.
remember what we have and haven't discussed already.
Yeah, it's kinda
Right,
hard.
because we discussed like
Okay.
a lot before. Yeah,
There's another like dark comedic scene when the nurse starts like telling him like make love to me and stuff, and then she sees the poop parasite, and then he just clocks her right in the face, just bam. It's like oh, like without hesitation, because the doctor, we haven't even like mentioned him really. Doctor, was it St. Luke?
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot like the doctor from Halloween 3.
The chillest, most unfazed doctor on the planet.
He doesn't give a shit, dude.
He's like, oh, well.
Oh, he's like
I
a
don't know.
survivalist. He just wants to.
He just wants to get out. But
He's like, okay, well, all right.
He's not really the hero of the
No.
movie,
No.
but he's the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we follow him the most because I think even the asparagus guy, like his gut thing, like you're following him a lot too, and you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? I think the actress who played his wife is also kind of a standout. I think you just feel for her. I feel like that's where it taps into those that like the discussions of like a marriage. You kind of get the sense that like their marriage has like been trouble for a minute or something is really deeply wrong with their relationship, and this is kind of like almost a manifestation of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like because you get that he was like infidelity.
Yeah, he's probably cheating on her.
Yeah, with the young girl and stuff, which is one of the biggest things about this movie is it's hitting on like every sexual perversion and taboo that you can think of, from
Yeah.
infidelity, incest, pedophilia, rape. It's
This
like
is my daughter Erica. You're gonna love my daughter.
you're gonna love my daughter. And he starts like, Jesus Christ. It even throws in like homosexual stuff, which is not on the same level of those things I'm
I
saying,
don't know, Ron.
but it's just, but it's
saying?
definitely a taboo at this time period, 100%. You know, and it's like it's just, you know, they're just confronting all of it. It's like right there, it is. You know,
What else does this include, Jason?
it includes a lot of rape.
No, you said something else last time.
yes, it does.
Oh, the fucking the children.
Oh God.
They're
Pet play.
the pet play. They have these two little girls on leashes barking like dogs.
Yeah, it's very.
It's the most fucked up
Jesus,
scene in the
dude.
movie.
Yeah.
If that
I don't like that.
out of everything in this movie, that made me like
I don't like that.
Yeah.
that made me very fucking upset.
Agreed.
Sorry,
That-
Ron.
I think
that,
no,
that I don't like that.
No, I'm not saying you're not supposed to like it. I don't think, but also I do think that yes, if there's certain moments that like cross the line where you're like, okay, that's
That's one of
probably
them.
yes, that's definitely a moment where it's like, yeah, maybe you didn't have to do that.
So
And then
but that
another
comes
movie that
downtown-
we've watched this month where a child kisses a grown man.
Oh, Ron picked it. Interesting.
Okay, all right, dude. Serious.
but
All coming together.
I don't know. It comes down to what's actually necessary in a film, right? Because like, would the film have been any better or worse without those scenes?
I don't
I
think
think it would have been just fine without those scenes. Much better, actually.
Probably, yeah. Like I don't think it's necessary. I
But
think
I-
it's like the opening sequence where
Yeah.
the woman is, I think, intended to be a much younger person, right? Like I think they say that they started their affair when she was 12.
Yeah.
She's 19 at the time of the murder.
Yeah, it's like I think they could have done something like that. They just had an actor that was older that looked much younger or something, just to get that same repulsion and feeling that it's trying to get.
Yeah.
And just not have an actual young person do that. It's like it.
Yeah.
You could, God, if like you could argue that it wouldn't elicit the same level of response, but at the same time, it's like not worth it ultimately.
But does it really add anything to the film? Like,
Well,
I mean, I guess we're fucking
I don't
talking
know
about
if
it, but
adds anything to it, but I think it's what Cronenberg wanted to do. He wanted to be as shocking as possible.
Yeah.
yeah,
And he fucking succeeded.
Yeah.
This movie is shocking.
It's funny because like reading stuff that like people were upset about this movie, no one fucking talks about that shit really. They're mainly talking about like all of the lesbian kissing, the homoerotic stuff,
What?
all the boobs and like everything else, and it's like I mean, obviously the constant sexual assault that's happening because they are rape zombies. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah, they're rape zombies.
This is a zombie movie, not
Yeah.
a body horror movie.
It's Night of the Living Dead.
It is that too, but
It's a
But
little
instead
bit
of
of both,
eating each
yeah.
other, they're fucking each other.
instead of brains, it's cock.
No, there's that old woman. She says, "I'm hungry for love."
That was great. Oh, dude, and it leads later to the cherry pie scene. The guy's like, "Oh, Jesus!" Talking about repulsion. Right.
And then,
but again, I think that's what it is. It's like it elicits like a really strong response from the audience. It reminded me of. I know you guys haven't. Who here's seen Apocalypse Now?
Not me.
You know, okay. You know,
Fake cinephile.
I'm not going to try to spoil anything, but there is a scene in that movie that does involve an animal being killed on screen, and Francis Ford Coppola didn't he didn't orchestrate that to happen, but it does happen, and it's shocking, and it does elicit a very for me, it's like most people like a pretty strong response. We're like, oh fuck, you're not expecting to see that, but it happens. And it's kind of real, and it blurs the line between like what's real and what is fake in a film and stuff like that. And it kind of gets to that point where it's like, but there's also a lot of differences there where it's like that was not something that Coppola he did intend for it to. He eventually does make the choice to put it in the movie and to show it to people and to shock them and stuff like that. But this one, it's like it's a very different kind of situation.
So I
this
think
was all intentional.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that it does at the end of the day add something to that film, because like if you look at that film is trying to speak about the horrors of war, right? And like you need to have a certain level of just like pointless slaughter.
Miles
almost.
is pro killing animals.
I'm not pro killing animals, except for food, but
Which I think you can argue that's
Yeah.
actually what ended up happening in real life. What was happening in that scene was that they were ceremonially killing the animal for food and stuff, and it's like this whole thing.
Spoilers.
But in this movie, I think you could I mean, I'm not saying that they should have, but like in terms of the other horrible things that are happening in this movie, like it's like it is meant to show the horrors of like the real fucked up like sexual perversion stuff that kind of exists within people that we don't want to talk about, we don't want to face, and it's like
kinda
it's
like
all
Blue Velvet,
pushed right there.
actually.
but are sex pervert films actually necessary to society?
I'd say yeah, a little bit. I think there's,
I like sex pervert movies. Personally.
We know.
Have you guys seen? Blue
but even Blake has
Velvet?
a limit, you know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If something's too shocking for me, that's when you know something's wrong.
What was that one movie that you showed me?
Weak.
I forget which one it was.
I guarantee you, it didn't endanger children.
Okay. It didn't. I don't.
Have you
think.
guys seen Blue Velvet?
No, I've not.
It's crazy that none of you have seen that.
I know. I gotta watch more.
That's
Lynch.
got a similar theme to this, and that it's more about suburban culture, but it's like what's just underneath like the surface of what appears to be suburban neighborhoods. And also the modern movie that this reminds me a lot of is Climax, the Gaspar Noé film.
another classically controversial filmmaker.
Yeah. That movie's really cool. You guys should watch that. It's
Another dude who really also blurred the line between reality and like, filmmaking and shit.
that's a great movie. You guys should watch that. It's about 15 dancers that get locked up in a closed space and start to lose their minds because they're super fucking high on LSD and they have a lot of interpersonal conflicts. It's a good movie.
Okay.
So,
I've that's been on my radar. I should probably watch it.
speaking of which, what other Cronenberg films have you guys watched?
So I've seen obviously Eastern Promises. I've seen The Fly. My fucking babysitter rented that for me when I was way too young.
Hell yeah.
He was like, "Don't tell your mom." I saw. I've seen A History of Violence, and I haven't seen a lot of his like body horror movies, but I've seen like his other ones for some reason. I've also seen Cosmopolis, which is a fucking. That movie's wild. That movie's insane. It's just about Robert Pattinson in a limo trying to get a haircut. That's all that movie's about. It's very strange.
I've seen Scanners, Videodrone, The Fly. I think then Eastern Promises, and now this one. I think that's it. Oh, and Crimes of the Future as well. The new one, not his original short that he did. But yeah, Rabbit is now on my list. This one was like after this movie came out and all the controversy, his follow-up movie, he hired an actual adult film star to act in that movie, and Rabbit has similar themes, so he doubled down. He was
was that one also funded by Canada?
I don't know, actually. I don't think it did, because he said like this again nearly killed his career. Like he really struggled for funding for like the next 2 years after this came out, and shocker. But his thing was like, hey, this is the first movie that actually made you guys money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how about we, you want to keep the ball rolling, but I think they're like, well, we don't want to be known for that. But but yeah, poor
Canada,
polite
the
Canadians.
land of sex perverts.
I've
but
only
I've-
seen. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I just want to see The Brood as well, because that's another one where kind of like Cronenberg is like very personal, and that's like part of it is like that one was going on when he was he's going through a divorce, and it's like to do with kids like becoming like evil monster things, and it's like that's another one. I don't know what they did there with the kids.
Sounds like an
I don't know,
interest
but it's another one where he's I don't know. I admire I think the bravery at least to like challenge conventions at the time and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've only seen this and Eastern Promises. Behind on my Cronenberg.
Yeah, I've seen this, Eastern Promises, and Crash.
It's funny. Me and you, I think, are like flipped on our Cronenberg and Lynch, because with Lynch, I've only seen Dune and something else. I don't remember what
Eraserhead,
it was.
probably?
Eraserhead, yeah. So I've only seen like 2 of his, and yeah.
He's a
I gotta
sex
watch more.
pervert too. Was R.I.P. Rip to a
R.I.P..
king.
Yeah.
But the next 2 Cronenberg films that I do want to watch at some point are Videodrone and then Crimes of the Future.
I really want to watch
We technically
Scanners.
covered Crimes of the Future. I just don't think any of us were on it.
I want to see Dead Ringers. That's like one about like Jeremy Irons playing twins, and like basically they're both like they're gynecologists. Hey, and they're like there's something happening. I forget. It's like it sounds very good. It's like supposedly people say Jeremy Irons is like one of his best performances he ever had. But yeah, I want to see that one. That seems like one that's like an underrated one that I want to check out. But yeah, that one, and like also I want to rewatch Videodrone, because I watched that one when I was like 22, and I remember it, and I remember just being like, what the fuck? Because I think that was the first Cronenberg movie, or no, maybe The Fly was, but whatever. I remember just being like not ready for it, I'll say. Now as an adult with an expanded appreciation for sexual perversion, I think I might enjoy it more. We'll
Let's
see.
sit down and watch all of the Nicholas Winding Refn movies.
Yeah. Okay. Any things you guys want to wrap this up? Any more thoughts?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Go out to the great country of Canada.
I don't know if I mentioned it in this time when we've actually been recording. I thought that the one old dude in the medical office was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who was going? Who was
pickle
talking
guy?
about?
No. The other guy.
He was
who
talking
like,
about
getting
how
a
you can
checkup.
like live forever. He's like, it's not possible
yeah.
to reverse aging, but I think you can stop it. And it's like, and he's just giving this spiel over and over again to everybody who sits down next to him, and you just see people being like, okay, yeah. It's great.
I love the casting in this movie. There's
Yeah.
a lot of like peculiar looking people, and Cronenberg, like he casted the actress who played the nurse particularly because she has a very haunting, like kind of interesting looking face, and like her eyes look kind of small, and like there's a lot of people like that. There's like the main guy with the the guts that's like going weird. It's
Asparagus Man.
Asparagus Man. He's weird looking. There's like a couple people like
He
that.
looks like Adam Driver.
yeah. His dad.
Yeah, he looks like Adam Driver's dad.
Got Evan
We got
Peters' dad.
Evan's Peter dad and Adam Driver's dad in this. That guy looks just like Evan Peters, though. It's crazy.
You guys want to talk about the ending? Because it's a very
Oh, yeah,
dark
yeah.
ending.
Society's destroyed.
The ending turns full on into a zombie movie.
Yeah.
It's just him running around and like trying to not be raped. But
I really like the set of like the
I
locker
don't know.
room area.
Can we say that on YouTube?
I think we would get demonetized if we ever got money from
well,
this.
joke's on you, YouTube.
I really like the set of the locker room area. Where you're able to just have like the hands reaching out through,
that was
through the wooden slats.
A little confusing.
Yeah.
That's when it felt like the most like a zombie movie.
Yeah.
And when he runs outside and they're
Yeah.
like coming over the horizon.
And the big crowds
I
there.
walked in during like that part, like towards the very end. She's like, "Jesus fucking Christ, what are you watching?" I can explain.
Oh, can we talk about the car
pool
crash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my
Intense.
favorite sequences
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Is like that
Very
whole.
gnarly.
It's like a small little car chase scene in a fucking
parking garage.
In a parking garage.
It's very fucking gnarly looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that accident seemed very real, very intense. I was like, I think, like, were they the actual actors? Hard
It
to
looked
tell.
like it. I did rewind it to like see, and it looked just like them.
Yeah.
Bam. And those cars, those 70s cars, are not safe.
No,
there's
they
no
are all
dispersal
steel.
of
It's not a
energy.
Volvo.
Yeah, no, that was a very intense sequence.
So movie is an intense
And then
sequence.
I guess the final scene is them all driving off into the night. They
Yeah.
have consumed the
After
entire
our
hotel
hero,
or
our
the
hero
entire
gets
building.
infected.
Damn hippies infecting society with their sexual
Yeah, they're gonna
perversions.
go fuck the entire world.
Yeah, and you just see them all smiling as they drive off into the sunset to
Yeah.
go
Into the
infect
darkness,
the
not
rest of the
sunset.
world.
It reminded me of the Return of the Living Dead, which it's a spoilers, but it's a similar kind of very pessimistic ending to it, where it's like this isn't over. Like this is just gonna get worse. And-
That's the one with the punks,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I've seen that one.
You asked that question like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
this
There's too many of
just-
the Living Dead
It's just funny.
fucking.
It's just funny to me
movies.
that this exact exchange happened like
and you
2
know,
weeks ago.
Funny enough, that movie was directed by Dan O'Bannon, who wrote Alien, who Cronenberg criticized. So maybe he just stole another idea from Cronenberg.
Fuck you, I'm gonna take more.
Somewhere Cronenberg's like, oh my god.
I don't know. So
All right, final thoughts. Who do you recommend this movie to? Or grandparents?
grandparents, children,
Anybody you want to traumatize?
family.
Yeah.
Put it on during Thanksgiving.
This is definitely now on like the short list of movies where I'm just like, what's the most fucked up or weird movie that you could like the worst movie you can recommend to somebody who would not enjoy this? It's like it was just this isn't their kind of movie at all.
Bring it up on a first date before
Yeah.
you know
Oh, yeah.
anything about the person.
Previously, if I wanted to traumatize somebody, I would show them the Neon Demon.
I
Yeah.
think that was this take you brought that
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry. I feel bad
yes,
now.
yes, there's
Okay.
corpse fucking. We get it. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Final thoughts.
I think I would have enjoyed it more if it didn't cross the line a couple times, but because of that, it disturbed me, which is hard to do. I like the fucked up movies.
Yeah. I liked it. I think this movie had there's a lot of stuff in here.
It's like
There's
a
like
Christmas movie.
yeah. There's a lot of things in here that I think are I don't know, just like I like the visuals. A lot of the time it was really gritty, gross. It was shocking and actually pretty horrifying at times, and I think it is very effective. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't say I like this movie, but I wouldn't say I dislike it. After learning the history of it and like the fallout of it, I definitely do respect it more because I don't know. I'm all for anti-censorship and all of that. So like I respect the fact that it exists. I will only ever watch it with Miles and our parents and yeah, that's it. I'm not sure I'll recommend it to our viewers, but watch it if you want and let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if
if
you're
you
real,
think.
if you're real
is-
deviant.
Can I watch it with your parents around?
Oh my God, dude. My parents would kick you out of the house and probably me out of the house. I don't even live with them anymore, but they would like,
You're banned.
This is your son's favorite movie.
So most of the time after we do an episode, I'll recommend the movie to my coworkers and be like, "Yeah, you should watch this movie." I'm not going to do that with this one.
dude, Rosie was
yeah.
trying to talk to her coworkers. She's like, I can't wait to go to the office tomorrow and like ask them if they know about this movie. And I was like, I would be surprised, even for people who know Cronenberg.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you got to be like,
This is a little bit of a deep cut.
yeah, it's a deep cut, and unless they're like real Cronenberg fans, I don't think they're gonna like it or like, even know it exists. So I don't know. It's a hard one to
I was
recommend.
surprised that it was just on Amazon for free though. Like,
right?
it
I thought
on
I was gonna
Prime.
have to pay. Like,
Yeah,
I did notice though that
$3.99.
as I was typing in, sometimes it'll like, oh, you mean this movie? I had to type Shivers like all the way for it to be like, do you mean this movie? Like, like you want to watch it? Okay.
sure about that?
Okay. Now what?
Um,
Staying stare blankly at each
what
other.
we've
guess-
been watching.
yeah, what we've been watching.
Miles, Jason, you start because we have a shared one that would be fun to talk about. That's speaking to you.
You said Miles and Jason.
Miles starts, then Jason, then you and I have a shared one.
So I rewatched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood again.
Hey.
Great anime.
Did Tim Allen make a guest appearance on that?
No, he didn't.
Does he play the ant?
He actually voiced one of the Elric brothers.
That would be funny. But no, as always, it's a great anime. I watch it every couple years. It still holds up. I think it's going to stand the test of time better than Freerun, which is right now the #1 ranked anime. And nobody knows when it's going to drop back off the top. Full Metal Alchemist was up there for years.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that it will stand the test of time better than
yeah,
that still.
dude.
Just it's so perfectly paced, and the ending is just it wraps everything up perfectly.
I think
just
it's aged beautifully.
yeah. And like this time when I was listening to it, I was really listening to some of the stuff that like the villains are saying,
Yeah.
right? And it's like a lot of depth to it, especially like King Bradley. Every
dude.
time he says something, it's like he's a man of few words, but when he talks, it's like, oh shit, like this guy is dropping some knowledge right here. It
Carries so much weight.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite anime villains ever, like easily. Bradley's up there. He's so intense, and yeah, like you said, he doesn't do much or say much, but when he does, it's suddenly like the most intense shit on screen. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
He's like the definition of like the perfect type of overpoweredness.
Yeah,
He,
like speak
he's
softly. Carry
yeah.
big stick.
well, no, he's
Carry dual swords.
he's completely overpowered, like compared to anybody else. Nobody can really take him, right?
Yeah, it's
and it's like, but that's how it's done right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this is the guy that's like the big bad, the final boss, even though that there's
Whoa.
a different final boss,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he feels more like the final boss that everybody's kind of ramping up to, and you need like 4 or 5 different guys whittling him down just to get him to the point
it's
where
everyone's like
you can take care of him.
barely getting by, like on the skin of their teeth. Like,
Yeah.
people are getting picked off. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I really appreciate it. Great anime. Definitely, if you haven't watched it, it's one of my top recommends in terms of animes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have genuinely not watched anything else this week, so I guess you can move on.
All right.
I've been busy with other things. Okay, I haven't watched anything.
That's cool. All right, so me and Blake, we both watched Mob Psycho 100. No, I'm just kidding.
We watched Dracula,
Dracula.
1931.
I don't
34?
drink
Wine.
wine.
1931, 1935. Wrong.
1931.
1931. We saw that at the local theater. It was cool. I will say, I know you talked about this last year during our, what are we talking about during spooky season?
Yeah.
And the one, one of the things you noted is very true, that its lack of soundtrack is very noticeable. Because there's moments where characters are kind of just looking at each other and it's like, okay. All right. Like Dracula's just kind of like aura farming in the background and it's just completely silent. And it's
Yeah.
like, all right. Or like even the scenes where he's kind of like, you know, supposed to be like enthralling them. It's just really awkward without like music. It's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. You expect there to be sound. And it's kind of a shame too, because the theme they do play for the opening credits is very like iconic now. And is very like interesting sounding. It's like, why didn't they just, the movie's like a fucking hour and 10 minutes long. You could write like 2 more songs and there you go. The whole movie has a soundtrack.
Well, it was like when like synchronized sound was coming
Yeah.
out, and yeah, they didn't think that audiences. They thought like a soundtrack would throw audiences off. Like they thought it'd be weird. And it's like right after this, I think they did Frankenstein, and that one has like an actual soundtrack and stuff. And it's just like, even then, like they're pretty minimal because I think they were still kind of scared to do it. But yeah, it definitely feels like later. I think I probably mentioned this last time too, but Philip Glass did a soundtrack for it, and now it's available in most like versions that you see nowadays. Like it's a special edition, but really though, I think that's one of those few times where adding the soundtrack really does benefit the movie a lot, and it doesn't take away anything. It adds a lot, and it helps give it like so much more presence and like depth, and it's pretty awesome.
It's just there's a lot of really awkward moments because of the lack of the soundtrack. But it was still really cool to see. It has a lot of really cool imagery. Bela Lugosi is very good in it. Maybe one of the most influential movie villains of all time. We were talking about that when we left the theater. How it's influenced everything from future horror villains to like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So that's definitely an interesting just to watch just for that alone, to be like, what did this directly inspire?
I think it's my favorite version of Dracula's Castle too. That like the ultra classic like gothic, like dark gothic aesthetic is like so good. It's not overdone at all. It's just really freaking cool. Like there's like the massive spider web is such like a I don't know, like a crown jewel
Terrible
to
spider on the ground.
yeah, there are a few moments too where they have like the armadillo trying to be like creepy or something. It's like an armadillo.
It's a fucking armadillo.
It's not. It's never gonna be scary.
Yeah, why does Dracula have armadillos in his house? Is it because they carry the plague? Is that the implication? Maybe.
I think they just
is there
wanted,
a plague in this movie?
No.
Okay.
I think they just wanted like weird creatures because they have like what are they have a possum.
Yeah.
They have like one of those like potato bugs that look like giant crickets. And I remember like for a brief second you see it crawling over what like a little mini sarcophagus, and it's just like, oh, it has like a little mini sarcophagus. Like, oh no, it's meant to be a giant bug. It's just they didn't really sell the scale that well, so it just looks kind of goofy.
And there's a lot of goofiness in the movie, like at the very beginning when he's like about to go up to Dracula's castle, that guy like, you're gonna go see Dracula.
Yeah.
Oh,
Iconic.
no.
Gigantic mustache. He goes, no.
Or the guy like at the asylum that's just very over the top the whole movie.
Oh, dude, the guy who plays, is it Harker? I love that. That he was like my favorite performance in this, up there with like Bela Lugosi. When he goes mad, I think he's so good. His like
I will
crazed
say
look,
the only
awesome.
thing I prefer about this adaptation is that this version of Sutter is kind of like also Knock. So it just gives him more to do throughout the movie. Like in the first half, he's very much like Sutter. And in the second half, he goes like crazy. Whereas in Nosferatu, I feel like Sutter doesn't really do anything in the second half of the movie. But I'm not going to lie, halfway through this, I was like, fuck, I wish this was a Nosferatu show instead. But it was still really cool to see, and I'm glad that I did. I'm not like rushing for a rewatch anytime soon or anything, but it was fun to see.
If you do, I would definitely recommend doing with the soundtrack.
It was fun to see in a theater too. There's a lot of people. There was like a good amount of people there that were also having a good time.
Well, I think it's always fun to see like these older movies in theaters where it's like you get to experience it kind of like an environment that you wouldn't normally like see it in.
It's
like,
intended.
Yeah, like Seven Samurai when we saw that, like that was a lot of fun.
That's what Christopher Nolan wants. Yeah.
I will say, shout out to Regal, to be honest. Their horror movies lineup this year was pretty on point. Like I saw Hereditary, I saw Dracula. I didn't make the showing because I was busy, but I almost went and saw From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh,
like,
that would have been cool.
And that's not just for Halloween. I mean, for Halloween, they're obviously doing horror movies, and it's a different horror movie every single day. But like I've noticed because I used to do the AMC list and I switched over to the Regal, they do a shit ton of like old showings. And I think that's really cool. Like they're playing like the Before trilogy last month.
Oh, really?
That's I don't know. It's pretty cool to be able to go see like older movies in a theater. The only thing is it's kind of taking me away from seeing newer movies. 'Cause I think like the last, aside from One Battle After Another, the last 4 times I've been at the theater, it's been for like an older movie.
Honestly,
that's
though,
cool.
I think
mean,
I
like,
might do that instead.
Whatever gets people into theaters, I think is what they want to do. Because new movies suck, right, Miles?
They do.
All of them. Every single one of them, right?
Except for Wes Anderson's films.
Wes Anderson sucks.
No, he doesn't.
He's the person whose posters I have the most of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that Almost Famous, my favorite Wes Anderson movie.
No, over there. I've got
Birdman, my favorite Wes Anderson film.
Poor Things, my favorite Wes Anderson.
It's
Second
so
favorite.
funny that you have Poor Things on the wall. I think you would hate that movie.
yeah, I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
I really think
It's a great poster though, and it
I
is a
think
present.
you would
So
hate that movie, Miles. Have you seen that, Ron? That's like kind
I
of
have
like a
not.
modern Frankenstein movie in a
Yeah,
lot of
if
ways.
from what I
well, not
understand-
modern, but you know what I mean.
It's like it looks, or I've heard it. It sounds like a loose adaptation or reimagining of like Frankenhooker. But I don't know. I haven't
Yeah, I
seen
mean,
that one either.
I've never seen Frankenhooker, but I mean, I would describe this movie. What if Frankenstein fucked? Like, so.
Oh, he wanted to.
Yeah,
He wanted
that's
to.
like his whole thing, right? Like,
Yeah, he was like, man. If
Well,
only...
imagine if he succeeded
but it
for 3
wasn't
hours.
so like fucking weird looking.
Imagine if he succeeded for 3 long hours in an art movie. That's a cool movie, though. I quite enjoyed Poor Things.
I'll say last thing about Dracula though. Watching that in the theater too really reminded me. I'm like, oh yeah, this is why it's called the silver screen, because I was like, there's a certain silverness to that like old school film that really comes out. That like the contrast and like the quality, it just looks very different than like modern films that are like changed to black and white. You know, it's like there's a blue, silver, white like to a tinge to it that gives it such a unique kind of feel, which I thought was really cool. I was like, you really don't see that. Even like, you know, movies like The Lighthouse or something that are like really kind of going for that old school look and feel. It's a very different kind of you know, feeling that it evokes. Very cool. All right. Anything else?
I guess we probably should have planned for this, especially considering the fact that we had an actual break.
Yeah.
Next month is Kinovember. I think it's your choice, Miles. Do you know what you want to pick for Kinovember?
So actually, Jason and I discussed this the other night. He mentioned a movie, and I was like, you know what? I want to watch that movie. I have not seen it in a while. Armageddon.
That's your Kino pick?
It is a Kino movie.
Don't know
Oh
that
my
I consider
God.
it Kino, but I haven't seen it since I was...
Me neither.
I saw it when I was 12, and I thought it was pretty good. I don't know that I would have...
I can't believe fucking Michael Bay.
Michael Bay is the Michael Bay is the opener to Kinovember.
God. Our credibility is shot.
I mean, you picked Master and Commander last year.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. I'm sorry, Miles. I'm not trying.
Hey, just watch. Like, you're gonna love this movie.
I know what Armageddon is. I've seen Armageddon.
Okay.
I know what to expect. I know. Miners, oil drillers in space. I know.
It's gonna be great.
Ben Affleck.
You're gonna love it.
Affleck is in it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ben Affleck's in it.
It's a
Will
pretty
Smith,
stacked cast.
Liv
you know?
Tyler.
Is Will Smith in that movie?
Owen
No,
Wilson's
no.
in it.
Not Will Smith. Michael Clark Duncan is in it though. Just even the other black guy that's in there.
Wow.
There's
fired in
fucking
it,
oh my god. Billy Bob Thornton's in it. Liv Tyler, Bruce Willis, Steve Buscemi. Fucking
This is your
Owen
fucking
Wilson.
Kinovember pick?
Is that not a great cast?
That's a
Yeah,
Kino cast
It
for
is
sure.
a Kino cast.
Is it not a great movie?
How
I
about maybe
disagree.
maybe this month we'll do a Is It Kino vote at the end of every
Please
episode.
do. I want to know if you think that it's a Kino.
All right, and I want the audience to
It's
vote
got a
as well.
criteria.
Yes. Yeah.
Vote whether you think this movie
Oh,
is
it's
Kino or
absolutely
not.
Kino.
Wait,
it has
is-
a
Oh, if it
Criterion.
has a Criterion release, it's a Kino.
Wait,
Which one?
it's got a Criterion.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No way.
I think it, dude. I think it. Somebody fact checker.
I'll do it.
Okay.
You know, I think we could also debate which one's better, Deep Impact or Armageddon. 'Cause I
I've
think
never
that's-
seen Deep Impact,
It's
That's tough.
but it's like the same movie, right?
it's they're very different. They're like the complete opposite approaches. I think
Yeah,
it'd
it
be-
does.
it'd be hilarious.
Sorry.
No, yeah.
I typed in Armageddon Criterion, and the first thing that pops up is a Reddit post on our Criterion, and it says, "Can someone explain to me why Armageddon is a Criterion movie?" So fuck you, buddy.
It's
so
not
funny.
currently one though. It's out of print.
Yeah, that post was
Yeah.
9 years ago.
Well, please join us. Thank you for spooky season. This has been a lot of fun. I think a little bit of it's probably going to bleed out into next week because I'm going to do a horror movie marathon, I think. But thank you for listening to us this October for all your Halloween needs. Our second annual Kinovember coming up. We're very excited. If you have Kino choices that you want us to potentially talk about, let us know.
Yeah, what Michael Bay film do you want us to pick?
If you had picked a Transformers movie, I would have like legitimately like barred it.
I think all of our picks should be Michael Bay.
Okay, so it was either going to be this or Under the Silver Lake, and
Under the Silver Lake's much more Kino than fucking Armageddon.
Yeah, I know, but that's one of those movies where I'm going to pick that in another month.
I'm going to pick Master and Commander again.
Well, join us next week. Thank you. You have a good night.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Bye,
Happy
everyone.
Halloween.
The Boogans Halloween.
The Boogans Hall.
The Boogans.
The
The
Boogans.
Boogans. The Boogans Halloween.